Okay, I'm gonna do a video this time on uh, the dip, the Big Dipper, which is actually the bull, and that so when you see it, that's the North Star, the end of the tail. It's actually seven, but it's more in between there, and we can't really physically see. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dip into a few things, literature, uh, and also a brief picture from a film, and how it can correlate and how they do correlate. Okay, okay, cool. 41 seconds. That's good. All right. Okay, it's not gonna be a lot. Not gonna be a long video, of course. Yeah, you see the timing of the video. We all smart people. All right. Okay, this is the gates of the Necronomicon, Simon. Okay, so where you see a star system, right? And that star system right there, the seven gates or the seven stars that's connected to the end star. Okay, you have four in the box. Okay, you have four. Make sure you don't count the same stars twice. Okay, you have four in the box. One, two, three. So that's seven. And then there's seven gates to Necronomicon. Okay, and you have to go through the ritual. Let's say don't do it within a year. Do whatever you feel like. If if you're a melanated person, this is your information. Um, this is your information. They don't tell you. They say it's the black magic. Yeah, black people's magic. I learned that from Bobby Hemmett. Yeah, black people's magic. The black arts. These are our arts from our ancestors. They have us scared of. Ooh, stay away from voodoo and all that. But all that is correlated. That's your power. Now you giving your power to something that's non-existent that becomes existent. With inside there, you have different religions, which is just political shit. That's all it is. Okay, let me show you the next one. So what do you see? The Big Dipper, right? All right. See how it all correlates? Got the Necronomicon spell book with the different names. Like when I first got this book, I got the first one that I thought that was just damn near the only one. But see, it's not. But they come out by the same company, Avon. Yeah, should be right. Necronomicon. Yep, Avon Press. These all came out by the same company. Forgot the guy's name. They always say he's actually Peter Lavender just trying to make money. He just that's what they say, but I'll use the information myself. These are like little parts in the brain, pretty much. These are sigils or veves, but it's called them sigils. All right. See that star right there inside? Melanin is a star. See another star right there. It's a You gotta turn things around, look at things, look at differently. It's just different parts of the like sigils are different, like different parts of the brain. That's all it is. Now you just magnifying those different parts of the brain. When they make those, you can make your own, which is even more powerful. So as you see the Necronomicon, what was that movie? Um, Ash versus. That's where everything stemmed from the Evil Dead series. They got everything from the Necronomicon. I remember he said he had a book he would read in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Everything went went right for us. Pretty much for us, the ancient ones. And they have it to where you can do things if you know what I'm saying. You check it out yourself. You know what I mean? But power is power. Hot light power, dark power. It's all power. Now you have to balance it. Don't be too unbalanced because you get thrown up in somebody's jail looking crazy. Okay, now I'm actually back in the Necronomicon book, as you can see. So I want to tell you something. I was like, we have another reputable artist, or Arthur. I'm going to show you. Uh, he delves in to this guy. Oh yeah. And we all say, fuck that motherfucker right there. Yeah, fuck that motherfucker right there. Anyway, Inky, right? So, that's Akkadian, which is what? Then they call it Middle East or Afghanistan. Um, what else? Syria, Persia. Okay, now they call it Iran now. Okay, these are all names that have been changed, so the people that forgot wouldn't understand who they were actually reading about. Okay, Inky, right? Check this out. Okay, we just saw Inky, right? Memoirs, and I wanted to be totally upfront before I read, before I even go through the name of this book. I have not even I've opened it up a little, like once or twice. I bought this thing like 2 years ago. I haven't even barely even opened it up. I said it's gonna come up again when I really will get some understanding or getting back into more things or start picking up more things. But little did I know that this was actually I knew it was something touching on it, but when I was first reading Necronomicon, like about almost 2 years ago, memoirs and prophecies of an extraterrestrial God, the Lost Book of Enki, by who? Zachariah Stitchin. He's the author of the 12th Planet. He's an author that's been looked at as a distinguished metaphysical, one of the metaphysical authors, along with that's another book I haven't read of his called the Stairway to Heaven. It's like a book. You can get it a small version or a large version. I am getting the small version, but yeah, I haven't read that one either. I'm like, sometimes you have things, but you're supposed to have it when, like, there's another thing Bobby Hemmett said. If you have books now, when it comes up, you can go to your library instead of being limited and waiting for something. And while you're looking for it, when you run across something that might interest you or pique your interest, it's not a reason. It's not a reason why you're not going to it. It's a reason why, because it's not time for it. So when it's not time for it, when it's time for it, you're able to delve into something that you thought would have been helpful in your time of need later on down the line. Okay, that's dealing with the Necronomicon. You say how they cross reference. Oh, that don't mean nothing. This is a Arthur, and this is what during what fiction and what mythology, and those that want some of the higher sciences, mythology. So why would you want to go with something that ain't higher science, but it's very watered down? You don't know it because you've been in it all your life until it's your time to wake up. But see, if I say mythology is high science, the actual Bible is like damn near mythology, but it's religion based. So it's gonna have certain people do certain things. See what I'm saying? So these same people, they were saying that like you were saying right here, I ain't dealing with this. I seen something about a Bible, and on top of here, so I was just thinking, there you go. Okay, the Bible and many challenge every assumption we hold about our past and our future. Yeah, of course, because what I'm saying, a lot of things will be questioned, and it ain't good for them. They just want people to have faith. I mean, have faith in yourself. See, Nibiru, planet Nibiru, they call that planet X. X chromosome. The melanated woman is the melanated, not just dark skin, but melanated woman. A highly melanated woman is part of Nibiru, because she has two X chromosomes. That's why there be so many white men or different races getting with our women. Well, we don't understand. We actually step on our own toes to get what we need to get accomplished about the crazy shit. That's the crazy shit that go on. So you see Nibiru, right? Supposed to be Neb Heru. Neb is what? The earth, and Heru. That's the man and the woman. Depending on Heru's land or earth. So that's how you look at it. But it's just in a different section of what? The world. But it's the same, damn near the same shit. See? Sumerian. Let me read. I'm just reading it back. So when I get into it, it's going to be even crazier. See? Sumeria, Akkadian, Babylonian, Assyrian, Hittic, Egyptian, Canaanite, and Hebrew sources. So this is going to be like a lot of good cross-references from different like a part of the world that's based in the same area but spread out. So these people have what? A lot of in common then. What it say? Ancient text from a what? An ancient people. If these are ancient names of these places, they don't call these places this anymore. So what that means, the people that used to uphold these places, they must have like some kind of amnesia. Show you right, 10-10, perfect number for the Necronomicon. But anyway, I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna in the movie. I'll show you this. All right, Alien 3, part of the beginning of the movie that was on the credits. You wouldn't know it, right? But what? When a person got an eye for certain things, they can, like you got to realize everything's a symbol based. When they do a lot of talking, and that's just a way to confuse you. So symbols are in what the word is called, impertinent or important. All right, watch this. See, right here, right? This is the book, The Gates of the Necronomicon. Right there, call everything different names. Melanated people, we are the aliens. Stop being, they making you scared of yourself. Just like they say in the Bible. Stay away from the mark of the beast. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That means they want you to stay away from who you are, which is what? Your actual power. Your actual power. Almost had a technical difficulty, but you know, as deities, we get on top of things now. All right, you see it in the book, front of the book again, the gates of the Necronomicon, right? Now look at this. Why would they put this at the beginning of this movie? Huh? Because they know it's all connected. The Necronomicon and the aliens are the same shit. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we already counted. So there's going to be some lights or stars, which are just suns. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the ones we can't see with the, like, you know what I'm saying? These are the ones we can't see. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And that's the northern star of the hemisphere. Okay, it's like you looking into your higher self, your mind. See? With everything out there is just who you are. That's the bull. Let me find this book where it say the bull. We already talked about this in previous videos. So you can go through the video, and it should be somewhere around what? Early February or around February or late January, somewhere around there, I think. But you'll be able to see it in the past videos. All right, but let me show you. See, I don't lie about anything. I just see, look, all right. I don't want to lose it. I just say the dipper, right? All right, I'm just gonna jump right into something. Something just told me to come to this part. Okay, the thigh of Set, a device was created. Let me fix this. I want you to see everything I'm seeing, how I'm seeing it, because I'm reading off my actual phone when I'm actually reading. I don't look at a book. I don't look at the actual book. That way you can see everything. Man, it's not. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay. But the myth went further than a handful of stories. All right, make sure I get it to you can get it too. Handful of stories designed to explain certain aspects of creation. In the case of the thigh of Set, a device was created to imitate the shape and the perceived function of the dipper, known in Egypt as Meshhitu, or the foreleg, and this object was essential in several important rites. The device in question is the adze. So you look it up online too, Google adze, see? The shape of the dipper, right? Watch this though. Watch this. Time. The interest of the adze is a component part of many words of interest such as time, return, flood, hunters, and crookedness. I'm going to show you something. You gotta go dig. You gotta dig the opening of the mouth. Watch this. I'm just gonna hit in like a paragraph, I think, something to do with this. Okay, our story might well have ended there were it not for equally important ritual of the opening of the mouth, a crucial element in the mortuary ritual preserved in the Book of the Dead. The opening of the mouth is the final moment of consecration and the lengthy funerary rites in which the essence, the ka or double of the deceased is sent back into the upright football. Think about it. We did with the ka, right? Or the heka. That's the magic, right? Okay. The opening of the mouth is the final moment of consecration and the lengthy funerary rites in which, here it goes again. Let me hold still. There we go. Come on, man. I can see it. It's not coming out though. Let me get more light. There we go. Lengthy funerary rites in which the essence, the ka or double, doppelganger in Germany, of the deceased is sent back into the upright mummified corpse, or in later times a statue of the deceased by touching its mouth with the adze, signaling the instant of rebirth in the other world. See that? If we care to revert to Egyptian style punning, we might say that the ceremony of the opening of the mouth by using the bull symbol as to send the bull-like ka back into the otherwise helpless mummy is a kind of cosmic bullying. So, damn near putrefaction is like the killing of the self that came in and bringing on the new self, the actual double, right? Where it said again, I don't make up nothing. It's the ka or the double, or your higher guardian angel, which is pushing through. So you can see that I had a book, here it goes, the Night Side of the Runes. I was talking about that. It's a very, everything is all connected, it's just separated. You got to get it in multiple books. All right. So in the Alien 3 movie, you see all that is done by H.R. Geiger, but he does what the artistry for the Alien movies. Alien movies, damn near, he did like some Necronomicon shit. So it's all connected. It's just everybody getting a piece of the pie. That's it. So just figure it out. And when you figure it out, you just making yourself more stronger. It's just opening yourself up to a more ancient self. All right, peace.